Let me tell y'all something. Ghana customer service and developers who build environments manually have this one thing in common: chaos. You never really know what you're gonna get. But let me tell you about infrastructure as code and how that helps. Imagine going to your favorite restaurant and ordering red, and then sometimes you get actual plantains, and other times you get killer willet, and other times you get yam. You would be upset, right? Because every single time it's something different. That is similar to people who manually build out their environment and don't use infrastructure as code. IAC stands for infrastructure as code, a practice where things like servers, networks, databases are defined and managed using things like code and configuration files rather than manual processes or GUIs. So what does that even mean? It means you describe your desired state of an environment that you want instead of actually going into the web page and actually manually making that environment. So it's similar to like you going to a restaurant and you telling the chef, every single time I come, I want red, meaning I want fried plantains and bean stew, and it should be made this exact way. So that way, every single time I come, I'm eating the same exact meal and it tastes the exact same. That's the same thing with your environment. So why does it even matter? Because developers need stable environments to test, deploy, and manage their applications. Having the environment and infrastructure set up is good also because if there is a problem, the problem is not because we have different environment setups. For example, you have Python 3.8, I have Python 2.7, and then application's not working. But if we make sure that our environments are always set up the same, we have good infrastructure, then that wouldn't be the problem. We would be able to tell that it's a different thing. So IAC, infrastructure as code. You can use something like Terraform to build out your infrastructure. So I'll be honest with y'all, I actually just learned Terraform this year in January, but I've actually used it almost every single day since then. So if you guys actually want a video on, let's say, how to use Terraform to create an EC2 instance in AWS or something like that, write in the comments below and I'll make sure I do a video on that. I hope this explains what IAC is, and I hope you have a better understanding of why infrastructure as code is very, very important.